What up? What up? What up? It's your boy,
There it
the
is.
Messiah, Mr. Vega, holding it down for another episode. What it do? What's popping out there? Thank y'all for
What's up,
rocking
Nunu?
with us. We almost at the end of season 3. This has been a dope ride, man. We've been touching all subjects, having fun. You know what I'm saying? The house is pretty decent tonight. Got a nice amount. What up, my boy Mod? Back for his third appearance. What's up, Brody?
Going on? What's up, family? How you doing?
Shit, man. Better days ahead. My nigga can't complain. I woke up. Man. Miss Sasha, back in Cali, full effect.
Hey,
Welcome.
what's up? What's up? Thank you.
How you doing, girl? So see little man. See little man getting big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Running around, being smart. Got my bro, co-captain in the building, Mr. O'Neal. What's poppin', bro?
What it do, y'all? What it do? What
You know
it
what
do?
I'm saying? For another section, man. So, what was the term that you what you say earlier? We getting a little more towards the topics.
A little more intimate, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying? We're
that's
gonna
the word
we're gonna have a lot more of actual conversation amongst people, you know what I'm saying? Like that everybody has their own thought, their own expression, their own time.
Yes.
And yeah, make sure make sense.
Yes, definitely, man. Shout out to Dina. Shout out to Nubia. They'll be shortly.
Wait. Somebody their sound turned up. I hear feedback.
It ain't mine. Is it me?
Yeah, it's you.
I don't.
What else? Come on. Hello.
I'm not on anything. I just got the laptop on.
You good
I
now?
don't think it's me.
I think
it's mine. It's mine, yeah.
I'm like, it ain't me.
But sorry about that. We always hold it down, man. That's what we do at Honest Assholes. It's nigga difficult.
Hey, I'm so glad we got this shit on here right now.
So, there's no other way to call it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
No, well, it was nigga what?
Nigga difficulties.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is.
There
man.
it is. There it is.
But with that being said, man, let's get up in this thing, man. Tonight's episode: how do women and men deal with their insecurities? That's one for the books. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of insecurities going on. A lot of insecurities that can be downfalls. That can cause a whole lot of havoc. What's up, Miss Nubia? Welcome.
Hey, boo.
The motherfucking building. What's going on, fam?
What's going on?
Good.
You look exhausted.
You got the right words. Yes. You got the right words for sure.
I wanted to use the right one. I didn't know if you was sleepy, tired.
I'm exhausted. You're right.
Secondly, did you sleep in that shirt or did you just get that bitch out the iron?
I just threw this bitch on.
Oh man!
Because I was like,
Look, if you want to be honest, I just jumped out the shower really fast. I was like, oh shit.
That looks like a straight out the dryer shirt.
Straight out the
you flap this thing real quick and
yeah.
I used to do that shit with my security uniforms. Throw that bitch in the dryer.
I don't go out anywhere in this shirt, but yeah.
Good to see you, girl. I'm glad you're here.
Amen.
Look. I almost forgot, but I'm here.
Yeah. We gonna keep it thorough, keep it short and simple, but we gonna have some fun. So as I stated, how do men and women deal with their insecurities, man? First and foremost, man, I'm no stranger when it comes to insecurities, my nigga. Like, that's what I'm finna tell y'all. It's certain things in my childhood that made me insecure as fuck. But I grew out of this shit. But at the same time, certain things that remind you of the shit. So with that being said, from the ages from like, I want to say from like 8 to like 12. Now mind you, this is like the 90s, late 90s, early 90s. So it's like if you was the fat little kid, you was getting talked about. if you wasn't fresh, if you didn't have no dope kicks, if you didn't have like just what's the word I'm looking for that we use now profusely, swag. So I didn't have any of that shit, man. So my people's, I thought when I had my first pair of LA Gears, I thought I was swagged out. You feel me? So I just thought I was on. But at the same time, growing up with certain people, they make you feel a certain type of way. Like I would always get talked about for having shitty haircuts. Like my pops, I love you, pops, but you couldn't cut for shit. Like this nigga would give me the all evens, and like my lineups look like motherfucking Michael J. Fox. Didn't fucking like that bitch up. Like just it's all bad. So
they said a white man lined him up.
Exactly. I might as well with the supercuts, my nigga. So it was just all bad, man. Brother. Like the shit was just all bad. So I would just go to school, you know what I'm saying? Like certain shit would get said about me, but I wasn't no bitch. So if you talk shit about me, I'm gonna want to whoop your ass. But at the same time, that will make you look like, oh, he can't take jokes. He's a sore loser and all this other shit. So I didn't want to come off with that vibe. But I'm not even gonna lie. Like if a kid called me a fat fuck, 9 out of 10, I probably wouldn't be mad. I'll be fucking sad because that's what my dad used to call me. Like every time he'd be mad at me after he got done whooping my ass or caught me in a lie. See, I was a big kid, so my pops didn't use no belt. My pops would fucking give me the gut shots, my nigga, like tagging me up. You know what I'm saying? So every time he tell me like lay down or go to sleep, you fat fuck or any of that, nigga, I'm in the bed crying like, damn, man, my pops don't love me no more, man. This nigga just called me a fat fuck, all this shit. So if I hear it in the streets, like even to today, I'm like, damn, man, that shit still kind of hurt, low key, especially from a fine female. Like if she just like diss me, be like, man, this nigga's this fat fuck. So I'm like, there's many ways to deal with your insecurities, and for me, I just fucking chucked that shit up, man, and made everything into a joke. Like if you crack jokes on me, I'm gonna get an interview back. Yeah, okay. What you gonna say about me? I'm fat. Okay, cool. I look good. I bet I can take your girl. I bet you your mom gonna tell me I look better than you. You just all that shit. You feel me? There's just certain ways how you deal with your insecurities. And I was never the jealous type. I've been in plenty of relationships, and that right there, as men are in, like certain men's insecurities get tested in a relationship.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like certain men don't let their women check it through their phone. You know what I'm saying? They can't hang out with certain friends. They got a time limit. Vice versa. Women probably do that shit too. But it's just many ways of dealing with that shit. Sasha, what would you say is a good way to deal with like certain insecurities? Like, is there like a personal like insecurity about yourself that you dealt with?
For me, it was a few things. One was my weight. Y'all, you went to school, I was like a little stick. So that was like a thing. Always getting asked like, do you eat? You don't eat. Oh, you need to eat some more. Girl, you skinny as hell. And it's like, okay, I can't get no bigger. I can't make my body gain weight. I could eat a full course meal. And I ate like a grown-ass man, and I just didn't hold weight. And so that made me feel some type of way. All my friends thick, big booties, titties, all that stuff. And I'm just this little stick figure. You know what I mean? So I was very insecure about my weight. And it was like I learned as I got older to accept it. Like, this is just me. I can't make my body do or develop any more than what it's going to do. So that was something I just have to accept it. Like a lot of things that people are insecure about is because they don't want to accept it themselves. And I learned to accept it. And this is what it is. It didn't stop nothing after I started letting it, embracing what my body structure was. This is me. I'm still popping. I'm still cute. I ain't got to have all that to, you know what I mean? Of course, I went through the whole phase like, oh, I'm going to get my ass done. Oh, I'm going to get my titties done. Like, I went through that whole little phase where I wanted to do that. Like, I did. And I'm not even going to front. But then I'm like,
a lot of women with that shit.
Start like watching the videos. I'm like, oh, hell no, I ain't doing that. Like, because I went that in depth to this, looking at the procedures and the healing process. Yeah, it ain't worth it. Like, if I got to go through all that, then no. It's not worth it for me. To me, it wasn't. But I mean, I just accepted it. And I done gained weight since then, and I mean, I ain't the thickest thing ever, but I definitely put on some weight now. And I mean, it just is what it is. Like, I had to accept it. And F what everybody else was talking about. And that took till I was in my 30s. Like, to be honest.
How did you deal with that though? Like, was it like, you know?
It put me in a very dark space in life. For the longest, I don't know, if you went to elementary school, you knew I dressed like a boy 24/7. I was in baggy pants and t-shirts. And I didn't.
You had the Grand Hills, I remember.
Man.
Yep. Like, I did not dress like a girl at all because I was so insecure about being so skinny.
You was climbing trees.
All my friends is developing. I'm just this little stick, like dead ass. I was just this little stick figure, like, period. So that's how, I just hid myself from everybody. Everybody, I went through a little phase of trying to be girly. It just wasn't it for me because I just was like, what the hell am I doing? I went through the tomboy phases, they call it, but it was more for me hiding myself.
I was going to ask you, when you embraced it, like, what was the hardest part, like, about embracing it? Because,
just really realizing, like, you ain't finna get, your ass ain't finna get no bigger. Clearly, you ain't finna get no bigger titties. Like, this is just what it is. Like, they ain't getting no bigger. You're gonna have to go ahead and get them padded bras and push it up, baby, because this is just what it is. Like, period. That's just what it is. Like, and I'm just like, you know what? I still look good. I'm still out here. I'm not no ugly person. Embrace that shit. Run with it. You got this. It ain't stop nothing. I'm the one that was stopping the stuff because I was letting it take control over how I viewed myself.
Did it like it obviously boosted your confidence like to the ultimate high to where you just
like now, like, you can't tell me nothing. I'm the best looking thing walking this world. Like, and
that's what I wanted to hear. That's what I wanted to hear.
Like, you're not gonna tell me nothing. Like, and that's just my mentality now. I ain't hella cocky, but you're not gonna tell me I'm too skinny and you looking, yo nigga looking. Like, so it ain't stopped nothing at all. It was like I said, it's all in your head and how you feel about yourself.
Facts. I love it, man. Mod, you've been a fly motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So, but is there like any like personal type of insecurity that you deal with, my dude?
Now, no. But then it was, how everybody was like, back then everybody want to shoot. I wore glasses.
Oh, okay.
So everything was, what I'm saying? It was all glasses based. It wasn't. It wasn't like, it wasn't your shoes is dirty. It wasn't your haircut is fucked up. It was all glasses jokes. So, okay, so now I'll beat your ass. Y'all niggas do you want to fight or not? Do you want to fight? And then too. So once I figured out, like, okay, they just trying to be funny. Now all the jokes is okay. So yeah, man. Now I kick jokes. So now I beat you up and talk about you.
Oh, it's a win-win.
I beat you up. I talk about you. You can't dress better than me. Your girl like me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, like,
hey, these are facts. These are facts.
What else is it? And then when I got older, and then I don't really wear like designer belts. I wear designer glasses. So now,
everybody want to wear some designer glasses.
Yeah. Oh, hey, and I got a website. Me?
Yeah.
99.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you were one, like, and you played at the Johnson Center too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, bro, that, like I said, like, you and I don't really want to. Well, you, Tyrone Marshall.
Okay.
A few other names that
those mad hoopers in the
bro. No. During his era, there was real hoopers.
I'm already knowing.
Alex Acker, but Alex Acker.
No, that's not my.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, I know. He's younger than you, but like, I'm sorry to cut this off to jump into this only because like I said, you there was a nigga named Jason. He was a super blood. I can't call it. I can't call a nigga last name, but like y'all, that was the era that I grew up like watching. Like, you know what I'm saying. So he's absolutely correct when it comes to like I remember why nigga you used to wear like goggles sometimes when you had to play. Yeah.
Ain't no sometimes. Ain't no sometimes.
Yeah, bro.
I wore goggles.
I remember watching you at the Johnson Center and like and that's that, bro. I'm telling you, that serious, bro. Like no,
these facts.
Yeah,
these facts.
Yeah. So so he's right about this shit. I came front. I was a kid watching this. You know what I'm saying? Growing up. So
these are real facts. And then too, like, but now, like, so right now I got this. So I've been getting my hair cut for a long ass time, right? And I never knew that I had like a little bald spot in my shit. And that shit was like that shit kind of fucked me up. Cause here I am, think I'm cute, and I got a motherfucking bald spot. What the fuck is going on?
Some of the flyest motherfuckers going bald.
Now you been bald. Yeah.
I've been holding on, trying to LeBron it for a minute now. But
hey, and then too, I feel some type of way about you saying the even all over, because that's how I got my waves. Like I had the even Steven. All nigga close to bald. Nigga, my mom hooked me up with that pink lotion, and I started brushing my shit. That's how I got waves.
Hey man, since we on the subject, man, I had a lot of insecurity problems when it comes to my haircut too. But once I got to middle school, it was all barbershop. Like nigga, I was cutting lawns, nigga. This is when haircuts was $10. You know what I'm saying? So you could just go either fucking the fades. And if you grew up in Rialto, you know about fades. And go to that motherfucker. Because anytime somebody talked about my haircut, bro, it really fucked with me, my G. Because I had the waves too. Like once I seen.
Who you go to, Charles or Anthony? Or
I went to Big Sean.
Or Big Sean.
Yeah, I fucked with Big Sean.
That's my OG.
Yeah. I fucked with Big Sean. Tough. Nubia, question I want to ask you. Especially in your industry.
Man, here we go.
What like is there like certain signs that you like seen like of an insecure man before you started talking to him? Like what are like certain signs that you seen?
Dang, that's a good question.
I'm gonna turn this up because I want the audience to hear this one.
I don't feel like I don't feel like I've actually dated an insecure man, especially like with the industry. I feel like everybody's been, for the most part, like they knew what I did before they got with me. So it's like when I explain that to you, you know what comes with it. Like I'm gonna be out at night, but I don't necessarily date insecure men either. So I wouldn't say I've actually dated one that actually had a problem with what I do.
Okay, so how about before this? What were your insecurities growing up?
So insecurities growing up, honestly, this is gonna sound crazy. I didn't have like insecurities as when I was younger. They developed more as I got older. So for me, well, I'll take that back. I think the only thing like back then that was kind of like crazy was the fact that I was dark skinned. And I grew up in a predominantly Hispanic and white neighborhood. I'm from Ontario. So everybody out in Ontario is like Mexican, Hispanic, white. And I was usually like the only Black girl in the class. So,
how old are you? Or what around about the age?
Well, I'm 29 now. But
so during that area, like Ontario and that shit, they were like still like developing and like that was like some of the newer houses. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would say like that was like being dark skinned, but like the only Black girl in the class. But a majority like of my insecurities more so developed when I got older. And that was based off of just dating, because I feel like insecurities can stem from different things. What you're exposed to, who you're around. It could happen with family. It could happen with friends. It could, So my insecurities more so came as I got older, and I came from like dating and then also being in the industry. So yeah.
So like you never dealt like when you was talking to like any guy, he never like just told you off top like either you give up what you do or we can't talk no more. Like you never dealt with that before?
No. If I did stop, it was my choice, but it was never because a guy was insecure. like a lot of the guys. Well, if you talk about OnlyFans, we went through that whole thing. But like I said, I stopped doing OnlyFans because it was affecting my dating life. But outside of that, I haven't had a problem with guys saying, "Oh, you got to stop dancing." They were like, "Okay, well, OnlyFans," and I don't necessarily call it insecure. They're like, "Okay, well, I don't know how I feel about you having the videos. You can keep the pictures, but the videos, yeah, come down." But I don't necessarily consider that insecure. It's just a respect thing. So, but majority of the men that I've dated since I started dancing, they've been okay with it. So yeah, like I said, I don't necessarily date insecure men or come across them often.
That's wild right there. Mm-hmm. So I should same question for you, girl. I know you done dealt with a couple. Like, what are some signs that you dealt with that just knew that this dude was insecure?
My longest relationship, his insecurity was the fact that I kick it with a lot of dudes.
I knew it.
I grew up kicking with my brother's homeboys, and
yeah,
I did all that, that type of thing. So with all that, it just made it. Anytime I see a nigga, we'd be at the club together, and somebody be like, "Oh, what's up, Sasha?" And it'd be like, "Oh, you fucking that nigga." Like, what? All he said was, "What's up?" Like, you know too many niggas. Like, you knew that when you met me. Like, when you met me, I was in the club with a bunch of niggas. So it's like,
I'm dating a chick for that reason. But go ahead.
But it literally be like, these be really the homies. It don't be nothing more than that. Like,
so wait, hold on. I'm not to cut you off.
She coming back.
You stopped talking to a girl because she hung around too many niggas?
No, she hung around too many niggas that I knew. That I was like, hey, I can go call this nigga right now, go and hang out with him and the homies.
Like, but what was that an insecurity problem, or was that just?
It could have been. Like, hey, look, it could have been. Hey, look. I don't know what, you know.
But there has to be a reason why, like, you were uncomfortable if it was a whole comfort thing. So was it okay? I'm not comfortable with you hanging out with the homies.
Exactly. Thank you. Exactly.
Because like I said, I was just about to say it's really a man thing. I don't think like you really understand because
look,
it's like
if I know the homie smash and I know my homie, he for that motherfucker up.
Okay, so same scenario.
If she knows another nigga like that I know.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like,
she didn't. Hey, bro, I don't know if she got walls left.
Okay.
So
okay,
and I'm not. I'm just being. I'm not playing.
I'm being
dead ass for real.
So like, same scenario. If it wasn't guys that you knew, if she had her own set of guy friends, would it still be the same?
No, because I don't know them. No. Okay. If I can go, hey, such and such, was that shit bomb? Well, yeah, my nigga, yeah. Well, okay, so no, I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? The people that she's done
referral.
Exactly, yeah.
The referral.
Yeah, a referral. Hey, is it that bad? Yeah, hey, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. At the end, you should probably do this. Like, no, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. That's just, I'm asking the same thing. Like, would you go off and talk to somebody like your homegirl has had, you know what I'm saying, like mad sex with?
No.
Okay. So, but if he obviously has had sex beforehand and you don't know how many times, you're not going to go seek out the person who he's had sex with. Like, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we was out here, you know, like, are you going to ask them? No. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. That's the difference. Like, no, I would never. And I like I said, I have, you know, there's been a few women I've said, like, no, I'm cool. I love you guys, just beautiful women, but I just can't do this.
And they know. We got to say they know, my brother. But I mean, oh my God.
And look, that's not, well, I guess maybe that is an insecurity, but
no, that's what I was just trying to get down to. Like, is it necessarily insecurity, or was it just like, oh, you know, because you said if she changed the crowd of male friends, would it still be a problem? And you said no. So then that's not an insecurity then. So it's like, is it because of who she knows and you know them versus you not knowing the other people. So you're not insecure because it's a group of strangers, opposed to somebody you already know.
Absolutely. So, again, I don't know if that falls into the definition of insecurity. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Either way, I don't think anybody on this panel would actually be okay with that.
Okay, well, what?
With you knowing like your homies then ran through this one and you like.
What if they didn't run through it though? What if they didn't run through it?
I don't mean like run through it, but like, you know, there's been spurts throughout her life where she smashed him, she smashed him, she smashed him. I can talk to all three of these niggas and like, you know what? Yeah.
Man, I was in a whole relationship with a girl like that. What are you talking about?
Me too. I was just about to say. I was about to say.
Niggas got mad at me.
I would like to hear that.
Nigga.
So, niggas was mad at me.
Nigga. To this day. And mind you, I was with her for 4 years, my nigga. And you know, my niggas don't let up. But you know. No, that situation is different, bro. But is it though?
Yes.
Because I know at least 3.
But one of them didn't do. Well, maybe he did. Okay. Look, I'm
I
not
know personally. I know 3.
I've smashed. Look, we've all done it, okay? So there's really no reason to like kind of
wait, hold on. Let me hear that.
What I'm saying is I wasn't in a relationship with a person like that. Like that person did that after we were done with, you know what I'm saying? I didn't do that. You know, she did that shit afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with.
How you know?
Oh, I know.
How you know? Motherfuckers can be evasive.
Yeah, nah, I know, bro. Look. Hey, look. If it's one thing about that, like, especially during that time, nigga, I know.
It was pretty much it was a known fact.
Yeah, it was a known fact. But the other shit after that, nigga, like, yeah, it was, like, yeah, bro. I was, man. I wish we could say names, but I just can't. But no,
I'm dropping names, nigga.
Can't do it, brother.
At the end of the day, man. At the end of the day, though, we put our insecurities aside because there was not a thought in my mind like, damn, nigga, I'm smoking a blunt with this nigga. Like, nigga, this nigga fucked my girl a few years ago.
Yeah, and like, hey, nigga, come over there having drinks and shit like that. You see them over there conversating. What the fuck y'all talking about?
Right.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how y'all niggas were raised, man, but I was, I'm built different.
Ain't that much forgiveness in my heart, brother. I love
it. Okay, so I'll tell you how I was raised. My dad was a pimp, my uncle was a pimp. So my mentality is completely different.
Oh, okay, well,
yeah, my mentality is completely different. Because if your bitch is choosing, you losing. You get it?
Oh my God. I love it.
Yeah. Hey, can't argue with that.
Yeah, I'm just, that's just me.
Yeah, I love it. I fucking love it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, bro. Yeah,
that's dope though. That's a different perspective of like understanding like how people put relationships and certain perspectives. That's actually
facts. Yeah, facts. That's facts.
Do you Sasha, what do you think? Like, do you think an insecure man goes out of his way to show his masculinity and gets very defensive? Yeah, I told you I was gonna come with it. Like,
nigga. I know you.
Hey, and Nubia, you can answer that too.
Yeah, boy.
Yo, that's
and here comes the I'm an alpha male type of.
Great
you got some shit going on.
I'm curious, Nubia. What was you gonna say?
No, I just feel like, okay, so you know what? I was dealing with a person. We weren't like together in a relationship, but I feel like when I start hearing I'm an alpha male type of spill and storyline, I equal that to insecure, because then when you got to go about putting yourself on top, and I wouldn't necessarily say like down talking other men, but excuse me, in a way where you're like, oh, well, you like the beta male type of thing. I start linking that with insecurities. I swear, I promise. I hate when I hear alpha male because then I start and not like analyzing what is wrong with you. So, and I feel like that I just can't. But yeah.
Oh, that's fire.
And I just feel like when you're an alpha male, you don't
You don't have
have
to
to say it.
Come on.
It's going to be shown in your presence and how you carry yourself. But when you have to say it all the time, that's when I'm like, okay, there's something about you that you're insecure about, or something about you that you're hiding.
Yeah, that's fair. That's crazy. You said that. I just told the homie that like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I swear to God, I just literally told the homie that a couple weeks ago. He married, and like he's one of those loud niggas. Like he wants to be seen, right? I don't want to be seen. I just want you to listen to me. I don't want to be seen. I'm in the back. Right. So I'm like, if you married, like how can you tell your wife that it's not your job to build up her security? I think it is your job.
Okay, they missed a step somewhere, but okay, yeah.
Yeah, like how do you? But that situation it's a tricky situation. But
is that,
you know what I mean? But,
do you think that's maybe your homie's just like outright character, or is this something different from like what he does in a normal?
He designed himself that way.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so nigga. So I agree. It's insecurity.
So what I realized is a lot of dudes, they don't know a lot of people in general, male and female, don't know who they are. So you create this facade that you pick and choose from everybody that you fuck with, right? And you build yourself around these characters.
Go ahead. You're hitting the nail on the head, because we're not going to talk about who I was referring to as well. About like you said, being the loudest person in the room. You want to be seen. You want to make yourself holier than thou. And when you speak about self, it's one thing from being confident, and then there's one thing from being cocky, because your cockiness can show your weakness, and your weakness can portray your insecurities. So, like, I didn't seen it on this podcast. So, like
I say it like this. The loudest person in the room is usually the quietest, because they don't need anybody. There's no need for introduction. That that person comes into the room and lights up the room. There's no question of like, bring me attention. There's like this person right here. This person right here has brought so much joy to everyone here, or to the right people here, to where they bring attention to themselves without even having to say a word.
I agree.
Your light is shining on its own.
Absolutely, your light is just like you said. I bet you, and I'm not sure if you notice it, but if you do, you could agree. When you walk into the room with this said person, you walk into the room and that person looks for attention. Once you go about doing your thing, they know who you are off automatic, and they gravitate to you. Am I correct?
Correct.
Same thing with newbie.
Correct. Yeah, you're most definitely.
Nah, nigga, shut your ass up. Yeah, but newbie.
It's called owning the room. You're owning the room with your presence. But when you gotta over speak, when you gotta always talk, gotta be the loudest person, gotta just make everybody else uncomfortable. I'm like, okay, you're insecure, and we're gonna get down to the bottom of this. What is it that you lacked? Did you not get the attention? Did you not? It's always a lack when it comes down to insecurities. For me,
I have to tell y'all the coldest shit I ever heard in my life. This nigga Jim Jones is in one of his raps. This nigga said the hardest part about being a man is soaking up game when it comes from a bitch.
Off top.
That's a bold statement, but I agree.
Because you gotta think about it. Naturally, as men, we think we know everything. We think we smooth. We think we and then imagine you finding a girl that's smoother than you.
Boomerang. That's all I.
Then you hurt your pride a little bit.
Boomerang. Yeah, let's keep it one. That's basically what that was, my G.
Real. That's hella real.
Man.
And like, look, I don't even think that right there, that should not be an insecurity as far as like, man, she more boss than me. That should be like, okay, that's that for a man. That should be like, okay,
competitive. That's where
I need to be at.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we doing. We bossing up in the same situation. So when you see me, I see you.
Oh yeah.
But how many men think like that? Because I feel it's like a 50, right? It's like I won't even say a 50-50 factor, because there are men that will be like, oh no, like I'm not letting my bitches. That's what.
So you say 85-15?
Hey, look. So look, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. There's only what 2% of the world that are like spread apart from people. I say like they're the same type of situation when it comes to like thought in that category. Like if you're going to be pretty much open-minded, understanding, and like seeing how the world works around you and that person, then you're going to be a part of that 2%. Everybody else, which is obviously who we happen to run into, is going to be part of that 98%. Right now, I believe this circle right here is a part of that 2% thought. So,
because y'all won't have a problem with your woman making more money. It won't cause you guys to be insecure at all.
No, not at all.
Okay.
I'm just gonna bleed her.
I feel like, and then like you said, like that 2%, that's when you guys kind of get the bragging rights. Like, oh, my woman make this, my woman makes 6 figures. Boop, boop, boop. That's like more so a bragging right, because you take pride in that. And that's not something you're insecure about, opposed to the other man that,
and but a lot of dudes that don't feel like that, though.
Right? And it's not like the man isn't trying or isn't at that same status as being okay with like, yeah, she up there too. So the fuck I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy, fellas. Amaya, what are some signs of an insecure woman to you?
Oh, nigga, I gotta.
Exactly. So you could like yours, bro.
You already know what you hear me?
Exactly.
Yeah. So
I gotta pee. Hold on one second.
So I realized. So some be accountable for this shit, right?
Yeah.
Some don't. So the ones that don't, everything that they say they are, they're opposite. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So I'm a boss.
Okay. Why is that like the first thing that came to my mind? Okay.
Right. Okay. It's always a contradiction in what they're saying. So you could tell me one thing, but your actions show me another. Like I was in a situation where, okay, you're telling me you trust me, right? But then as soon as you talk to your homegirls, it's some whole other shit.
Nigga.
It's some whole other shit. It's oh well, tell the bitch I said hi. What are you talking about? What? Mind you, you just stop fucking with a nigga I know to fuck with me.
Contradiction. You hear it?
Or a nigga text you and the shit pop up on the TV and you get it. But she worried about me.
That nigga said the shit pop up on the TV. like it was a subtitle, nigga.
Come on, my nigga.
So you know when it start reading off the actual text message, we turn that off.
You feel me? So buddy buzz in. Baby say, oh, I'm with my nigga. So she like, what's wrong with you? Nothing. Yeah. Do you? What do you mean? Do you? Yeah. Do you? Do your thing if that's what you want. I'm not, nigga. What? But don't let me get in my duffel. If I get in my duffel, it's gonna be bad for you.
Right.
It's bad. This you know what
So
I'm talking
what
about.
other aspects? What other aspects do you feel like, because it seems like, that's scenario wise, but is it like a list of things that you pay attention to that?
Conversation. I realize a lot of women will tell you the situation in conversation.
Yeah.
Like especially if she know who she is,
Mhm.
she'll tell you all her flaws.
Oh yes, very much so.
Right. Right. So it's my job to tighten up. Okay, so that's what you want. Okay, so let me show you how it's supposed to be done. So let me take you under my wing and show you that all those wrongs are actually right.
Hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Conversation is big. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. 'Cause that's basically what I was getting
Like
at.
accountable, especially when she accountable for her shit. Like, yeah, I need to unlearn this and I need to unlearn that and that type of.
Yeah.
What? I'm here for that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Accountability is everything.
That is
Oh Lord.
shit right there.
Yeah,
That's the shit right.
yeah, yeah. I
Accountability.
don't care about the only
Absolutely.
thing I care about. Like right now, I don't care about. You don't need to be perfect for me. I just need you to be consistent with me.
Right.
Mm.
Be consistent and transparent. That's all I'm asking you for.
Nice.
Hey,
That's
look at
it. I don't care about shit else.
once you get a chick who's on that side, I got one right now. They get like it's look, man, it's and when she when she starts to really really level up on you, like oh goddamn, did I teach you too much?
Uh, so, but it's a balance too, though.
Absolutely, it's definitely a
It's a
balance.
balance.
Definitely a
Yeah, 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 man.
balance. Man, this is a great conversation.
Yeah. Because I was like some of the
The
notes I took.
moon,
They were saying like some of the like signs of an insecure woman is like she can be like very defensive.
facts.
Like she can be like it's like
Argumentative, defensive,
She know everything.
flashy.
taking taking
I feel like
everything
flashy.
taking everything as criticism.
Or personal.
Yes.
Loves to belittle.
Yeah. Yes.
That belittling is probably the number one cause of
Yes.
No, but you know what you really know what belittling is? It's really just projection.
yeah.
It's really just projection.
Hmm.
Telling you,
It's
man.
really just projection. If you call me a bum ass nigga, guess what that makes you?
You,
And a
but
bum
you like this bum
bitch.
ass nigga, right?
You love this bum ass nigga.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
belittling is probably one of the things that people can't seem to be able to understand because niggas are you already know what niggas will do if they get belittled, nigga. They don't give a
On
fuck.
me.
You already know, nigga. Hey, you know, you
Hey,
already know, nigga.
hey,
Nigga,
T, I was in a relationship with a girl and she called me a degenerate. I had to look that shit up. I had to look that
make
shit
sure
up.
that nigga know what you talking about though.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You
Yeah,
called,
degenerate.
you she called me a whole degenerate. Nigga, I had to look that shit up. My only comeback was you bum ass bitch. That shit hurt her soul. That shit hurt her soul. That shit hurt her soul, nigga. Me and her still cool. That's my nigga to this day.
That's fucking
How
Man.
did you feel after she told you that though?
First of all, I said, "What the fuck is that?" First of all, and then when I read it, I said my mouth dropped. Like that's what you can say about me.
Hilarious.
That's what you think about.
you.
And my only response was, "Nigga, you bum ass bitch." She was, she was hurt.
That's all you got.
She
Hey,
was,
that's all you got after that, man. What the fuck?
yeah, I'm telling you, me and her still cool to this day. That's
That's
my
what's up.
nigga. That's
That's
my
dope.
nigga.
That's funny.
Yeah, man.
That's funny.
Do you think
Yeah.
another sign could be she could be a control freak?
A control freak?
I don't know about that.
Nah, I think being controlling is based on your experiences. I don't think that got nothing to do with being insecure.
I think it's 50-50.
Why you think
what's
that?
Well, okay, what's the other 50?
I believe that I can lead it to being insecure. I won't say lead up to, but it can be a projection of being insecure as well.
So it's kind of straddling the
Trying to
fence.
control. So trying to control, the household, or trying to control, your man and who he talks to, and who you going out with, things of that nature. Like, trying to control the situation of maybe you dating somebody, or he got homegirls, things of that nature that can,
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's good.
That's fair. That's fair.
Another one, as far as for men, I'm seeing you agree, Nubia. You think an insecure man is like a sign of an insecure man is like he's always like fishing for comments about you?
What do you mean fishing for comments about me?
Like, always like telling you like comments like all the time, like just constantly like complimenting you all the time. These are like notes that I took online because they were saying like I'm an insecure man is like always like giving compliments like even when you don't have to.
In a relationship?
Yeah.
In a relationship?
In a relationship?
Yeah. That's what they.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
That sounds like some shit a woman would say.
No.
Man.
A man said that?
Yeah, they said that about men, my nigga. That's
They're
crazy.
insecure if they give compliments to their lady.
Like it says right
I don't never want my man to stop giving me compliments, so I wouldn't look at that as insecure.
Yeah, what is Buddy talking about? That don't make sense.
That don't make no damn sense. Yeah.
Hey.
If anything, nigga, give more.
I guess there are people that think like that. I don't know. Experience that? I don't know.
That's the dumbest shit I ever. Because think about this: if you don't compliment your lady, it's
Somebody
a nigga at her job that will. You hear me? She got a work boyfriend. She got a work boyfriend.
And the crazy part about it, I actually know a lot of women that claim that they dudes never give them any compliments at all.
Huh.
Right.
So that's why I was like, when I first seen this shit and I wrote, I was like, man, this has got to be the stupidest shit on earth. But then I start asking, I start thinking like, damn, there has been a lot of females that.
Man, you was high though. You was high when you think about it.
I would say this. Look, how about men fishing for compliments? Like
out of a woman?
Yeah.
From a woman?
Or just generally.
Yeah. Like, hey, how you like that type of shit?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's insecure. It might be. It's a two-way street. It might be. He might be looking for validation, but he might be insecure. That's tricky.
Yeah, but like
that's tricky.
When I looked at it,
right? Yeah.
When I looked at the shit, I was like, that shit was tricky as fuck. And I was like, let me see what
that's tricky
about the shit. Because I'm like, is there really people out here that's
yes.
Yeah, there's guys out there fishing.
Hey, if y'all want to keep it funky, we do it on a regular basis when we post on Instagram.
I mean, that's what it's there for.
It doesn't mean you're insecure, but you need some sort of validation.
I don't know, because
I guess
like it depends on who the person is.
You see how you straddle on the fence?
Well, yeah, no. I think in some instances you're absolutely right. I can't not defend that. Other instances, I'll say maybe someone is trying to sell a product. Some instances say maybe
I'm talking about us.
No. I'm saying like in that part, I there's no disagreement. Yeah, you're probably right. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm talking about the regular. I'm talking about the average Joe.
You're probably right. I will not front that.
The average Joe it's some sort of like.
Hell, look, when I
never would have
when I first got on Instagram, nigga, like when it was first of all, when Instagram was just exclusively for iPhone users, nigga, I was hyped. Secondly, nigga, I was like, yo, yeah, I'm about to be out here because I was doing a certain thing at the time. I was like, yeah, now I'm about to fucking I want to be the most popular nigga. Oh, you niggas don't like me, nigga? Fuck you. No, so I get it. I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
That's tricky.
It's
very tricky.
That's tricky. That's super tricky.
Very tricky.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Yeah, because I was high when I was looking at the notes.
Yeah, I know my boy. I know my boy.
But at the same, like I said, it really, it's a mind fuck because I was like,
Yeah.
all right, I don't know, man.
Yeah. It's perception too, man. It's perception and experiences.
Yes.
It's perception and experiences. That's where you develop your insecurities. Like you gotta think about it. Like you know how many women deal with like insecurities based on a nigga that's a bum.
Oh man.
Ooh, yeah,
Not that.
Talk that shit.
I can speak on some shit.
Talk that shit, man. Talk that shit.
I can speak
No,
on some shit.
no.
Hey, he done popped open a great
That's
conversation.
why I'm like, oh shit.
Right. Like
No, not even necessarily.
I can tell you, I was
like
doing.
Man,
I didn't take. That's the only reason I'm saying.
have.
I didn't took an L. To like, damn, really? That it? But not even looking at.
Yeah. But then too, you gotta remember sometimes it be the right motherfucker at the wrong time.
And a lot of that have to play a part too, bro. Like real shit. Like real shit.
It be the right motherfucker at the wrong time. Like I had to tell this chick before, like I was like, man, if we in a situation where you gotta fix it, like fix it in the relationship. Don't fix it after. Because my moonwalk game is trash.
Wait.
Do not, yeah. My moonwalk game is horrible.
Garbage.
So your move on game is trash?
No, my moonwalk means slide back.
Oh, okay.
Back.
I thought you
Yeah,
said, so you going
back.
right back. So you falling
Yeah,
for it. I thought that's what you meant. Okay.
Nah, hell no, I'm not falling for none of that.
Yeah.
None of that. And then you're not gonna get to say me twice.
All right. Okay.
You're not gonna get to say me twice, not one bit. I'm gonna be my real. I'm myself, but yeah, you finna see the asshole. You finna see the dickhead. You finna see the rudeness. You finna see all that.
Yeah, I agree. I'm the same way.
Yeah, you finna be. Yeah. Once a year.
Where'd you go, bro? I think you faded out a little bit, fam. You still
Oh
there?
yeah, my emails is going off.
Oh,
man, we about to shut it down. Come to an end. This has been an interesting conversation.
Great conversation.
You know what I'm saying? Like my nigga, mine, bro. Like you never cease to amaze me, bro.
Learn some stuff, man.
You versatile as fuck, my nigga.
Learn some shit.
Man, I just look like this, man.
That's my nigga, man. Like always.
Yeah, I just look like this. Yeah, that's how you. It's supposed to be like the way though. You know what I mean? Like you can't let.
The only thing I can say, like in closing, as far as like dealing with insecurities, I'm gonna just give the shout out to Sasha. You know what I'm saying? Like just embrace it, bro. Like like everything that I've done, like everything that's talked about or whatever, I just embrace the shit, my nigga. I'm a fat dude. I'm gonna be the flyest fat motherfucker, and I was. Like, none of you niggas fucking with me. Like CJ, Skip, none of you niggas. You know what I'm saying? I was fly. But that being said, man, this has been another episode of that dope shit. Shout out to my bro Ahmad, Miss Nubia. Thanks for coming out, girl. With her, you know what I'm saying, with the dryer. Shirt and everything.
Lucky to get a naked body. I hopped right out the shower. I was like, oh shit.
At least it wouldn't be wrinkled.
Hey, that's the bottom of the hamper shirt.
Okay.
Yeah, she was like, shit. Hey, she flapped.
Oh God, I did.
Let's get it. Let's throw this bitch on there. It's cool. It smells great. I got it.
Yeah, you know. I'm a busy woman. Okay.
Hey, it means the world that you're here. Thank you again. Seriously. Bro. We on episode 17. The season's almost over. It's about to be 60 episodes, bro.
Yeah.
Since we've been doing this shit.
Hey, before we get off, so we're going to exit real quick. Don't get off, y'all. We out, y'all. Peace. We just in it right?